Under the town fund would be Tricia Schmidt. The other two girls are under the sewer department.
So could we put some money in for her as well as the web?
At this point in time, I don't think she needs to be any training. If for some reason, the software people come in and basically train in-house, so I don't see the need for any type of outside training purpose.
All right, let's see. I did have another one. Why does the budget of our fiscal year is April 1st of 2017 and it ends in March 31st of 2018? Why do we wait till
Because
June?
that's what the law is.
You wait till June?
Read the township statutes, that's what it says. You
I'm
have-
sorry, I haven't read the case law on that. So you can wait 3 months after the fiscal year to establish the budget,
You
is
can
that?
wait till the end of the first quarter.
The first quarter, and that's,
That'd be June.
it'd be June, so that's the standard operating procedure on that aspect of it. I did notice that salaries jumped from 131,000 to 200,000. How many employees is the 200,000 on the budget estimated? Because how many people would that be?
There's a couple chairs down there.
Same amount as in the past.
Please, may I have that for the
Couple
recording?
chairs.
How many? Is that 2, 3, 4?
It would be, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Yeah, I think it's eight employees.
Okay, so we went up from 200,000, from 131,000 to 200,000 for 8 employees in 12
Again,
months.
ma'am, this is a budgeted figure. It's not actual figure. The actual figure obviously will be more in line with the actual figures that have occurred the last 3 years.
Okay. I think there might be an arithmetic error on the contractual service. It says 62.5, I don't know, someone might want to check the arithmetic on that.
On what page are you on? So we-
I'm on 2, 3.
Okay. so we-
And I just think there might be an arithmetic, I'm not a math aspect as we go through. Let's see, we talked about the playgrounds on that, and, the property tax revenue in the actual was 37,000 and now we're down to 17. That seems a little, I'm confused. Of course, I don't have accounting and bookkeeping, so that makes sense that I would be confused. And that would be on page 2.5. I mean, we're looking at property tax.
For which fund? There's 2 of them on that page.
Okay, you're doing 311, property tax.
Well, it's
The
the
actual-
property tax on IMRF and also Social Security.
Yeah.
Pardon me, please.
IMRF is where you're at.
Yes.
Okay.
Because that's what we,
Can't follow you unless you look.
because based upon the levy we did in December.
So that, the levy you're talking about then, is this my tax bill? Is that where the levy is on my tax bill?
The levy is part of your tax bill.
Okay, so that's what's in this piece of paper I got from the courthouse, I guess. All right, I'm just learning, I'm just a little, just be patient with some of my health insurance. Is there a way that the taxpayers wouldn't have to pay 100% of the 8 people's health insurance?
They don't.
Oh, they pay, some of our employees pay.
You know, this budget is the same that Curtis Williams prepared the last 4 years, and I don't remember these questions in the last
That's
4
right, I never,
years.
when I took the pictures, I could not, I now had a chance to study.
Sure.
It doesn't matter, he's not an elected official anymore.
I understand that. I'm just telling you, the budget hasn't changed from when I did it this year to what he did the last 4 years.
But it looks like to me, if you're looking at health insurance on 2.1 under administration personnel and 451, you had 2014-15, your actual was 52.6, and now you're budgeting 75,000. It had to have changed because you did the budget this year. That seems to be a huge change in insurance. I'm just saying that a lot of people in unions and employees pay a percent of their health insurance
The
revenue.
percentage that we pay for the employees is not going to change, hasn't changed.
What is the percentage?
What?
What is the percentage that the employees pay?
What do they pay? They don't pay anything.
They don't pay anything.
You said they pay a percentage.
You said they pay a percentage.
No. What's your question again? I'm sorry.
Okay.
The
We have
employees,
eight
what they're paying
employees.
in their health insurance, they get 100% of it covered. We pay it,
We pay 100% of their
Yes.
health insurance.
yes.
Okay.
And there's only for two employees.
But I thought you said you had 8 employees under the health.
We do, but not everybody gets health insurance. The
So
only
how
people who
many
get
is-
health insurance, myself, Sal Elcott, and 2 of the 3 ladies in the office. No one else gets health insurance.
So we're budgeting for 4 people, $75,000 in health insurance. Wow.
Again, that's the budgeted figure. The actual figure is going to be less. The actual figure will be in line with the past expenses.
It's still $60,000.
It's still supposed to go up 50% too.
Well, maybe
50%?
let's go shy.
We do.
All right, anything else?
Yes, I'd like to revisit the website. I see no training.
Your 5 minutes is up, I think.
Well, thank you, Tom. I appreciate that. I can leave, give the floor to someone else.
Okay, let's, then, Mr. Cooper, please. Chief?
Yeah, I don't have a copy of the budget or anything, I'm just here with a group of people on 6100 block of Warren Drive, and I don't even know if this is the right meeting or not.
No, it isn't.
But it's about budget. We want to make sure that our street, 6100 block of Warren Drive gets looked at for the 2017-2018 budget for the highway department. And again, I don't know if we're here at the right meeting or not, but we just want to make sure our voice is heard for the upcoming budget.
Well, the highway budget is going to be voted on tonight too, so your questions should be directed to Mr. Elcott, please.
That is my question, I guess, to you, Mr. Elkat. We want to make sure that our street is looked at, because it's been neglected for a long time, a major problem.
I don't have a detailed.
Okay.
All right, does anybody else have any questions with respect to either the town fund budget or the road district budget?
Just a quick question about the budgeted versus the actual. And on what basis do you make a guess out there on the, and it looks, I mean, some things that are budgeted, they're actually a little bit maybe less in some particular categories. Is this a standard evaluation of, and would we have enough money to pay for the budgeted amount if that's what it reached? I mean, do you understand my question?
I understand your question. The bottom line is the budget process, the budget is something that we don't have to follow. The budget's the most important thing.
It says budget TID.
I understand that. The actual numbers are different. The budgeted thing, the reason why you have to have high numbers is in case you have to levy higher in the future. So if your budget figures are low, that's as much as you can levy. That's why all budgeted figures are always higher than anticipated. It's not, see, what the people misunderstand when this budget, this is basically a blueprint that we follow.
Should be a guide.
It's all it is. All it is a guide. And
Like I said-
basically, the bottom line is, because the tax levy process, the budgeted line items have to be high, so in case you have to raise your levy, you're not stuck. So if you budgeted low figures and then you had to levy higher, you couldn't. You could only levy what your budgeted amount is.
Okay. Have we, are we taking in more money because we did pass a levy this year then, or not? Or we don't know that at this point? A levy was passed for 4.9%, am I correct?
I
Last-
do believe it was
4.9% increase.
Increase, exactly. So does that money come into the system now, or start coming into the system with taxes?
First, it comes in multiple payments. The first payment, I think, comes in sometime in the next 30 days.
Okay. So we'll be getting roughly $20,000 more to the general fund or whatever, to the town fund?
More than that.
Whatever the increase is, I don't have the numbers in front of me.
Okay, so that definitely comes into the system, okay?
But also, that counters the cost of doing business. All the bills are going up too. So even though there's a 4.9% increase, there's also an increase in all our day-to-day bills. So in essence, it's pretty much an offset.
We don't have a particular plan for that additional money, that just there as a safety net or something,
Reserves, yes.
okay?
And basically, our reserves are probably as small as anybody's in the area.
A lot of reserves, though, are probably at least, what, half of the annual budget or more?
I don't know.
That figure's not.
Third.
Reserve.
Anything else?
That should do it.
Okay. You got anything, Sal?
No, on the budget.
Okay, good. All right, let's go ahead and, there's no more questions with respect to each budget.
I have one question about the township budget. Took a couple of pictures out of the park of the playground tiles. They're separating.
Yeah, no, I'm in contact with the people.
Okay, and then the walking path, there's a number of places where it's heaving up due to tree roots. And I'd like to see possibly the park budget increase to cover that. That's one of our greatest assets, and we put a lot of money and effort into it, and that helps keep property values up to help maintain that park.
Anything else?
Is that the park?
All right, so I go ahead and make a motion that we approve the proposed town fund budget.
Second.
How about the board speaking?
We just did it. What do you got, Tom?
I don't know, I see somewhere in here, and I might be wrong, was it in the town budget